Hello and welcome to Falcon TV News. Today is Monday, November 19th, 2018. I'm Paige, along with the FTV crew.
Once again, nice job to the center stage follies for Romeo and Juliet.
Give me my long sword, Arthur.
A crutch! A crutch! Like calling for a sword!
My sword, I say! Old Montague is coming first. This is waiting fighting.
If you're interested in Mr. Miller's Oakcrest ski trip at Mount Snow, Vermont, which takes place on January 18th to the 20th during MLK weekend, then you'll need to get your first payment in by this Wednesday, November 21st. The first payment is $200. If you have any questions, see Mr. Miller in room 403.
To have not brought in cans, the can drive is still going on.
Every can counts.
Today, come out and watch the Powder Puff Juniors take on the Oakcrest staff after school.
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I bought the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was rented? Flexing on these, I'm like Popeye on the spinach. Double M, yeah, that's my team. Rose, the captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type can the men cast and grind like I'm broke. That Lambo, my new, she'll ride like my ghost. I'm riding around my city with my hands on my toes. Cause these want me dead, and I gotta make it back home. Cause my mama need that bill money, my son needs some milk. These try to take my life, they around, get killed.
Oakcrest has provided a spirit bus to go watch the Gammy versus Senior Powder Puff game. Today, if you're interested.
Nice job, everyone, in the homecoming dance, and congrats to the homecoming court of 2018.
There are still spots for girls who want to go on the GAA's New York City trip to the 9/11 Museum on December 12th. Just see Mrs. Molinelli for a permission slip. If you've never been, it is a sight to see.
Today, we will conclude the show by giving thanks to another OHS veteran. Thank you for watching Falcon TV.
I'm James Wilcox. I'm the School Resource Officer for Oakcrest High School. I joined the Army in 1970, and I got out of the Army in 1974. And I did not stay in after that. I served my time. I think I was preordained to go into the service because my father was in World War II, and after the war he stayed in the Army Reserves. I was around the Army Reserves going to all sorts of military things with my dad, and he just kind of, wherever he went, that was like the puppy dog following. I just thought it was going to be one of those things that I was going to do. 1968, I got out of high school. Vietnam War was still flourishing. They came out with the draft. I had a draft number of 13. It was inevitable that I was going to go, so I went and enlisted. Training was really easy because I was in great physical condition coming out of high school, run like a gazelle, 165, 170 pounds, and it was just kind of like what we always played Army as kids, and it was really what I expected. I went to Fort Lewis, Washington for basic training. I went to Fort Gordon, Georgia for military police training. And then my first duty station was White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico. And then I ended up in Korea. And I served in a city called Daegu, and between Daegu and Seoul. We had a lot of little bases there. Well, I got hurt when I was in the service. And basic training, I got hurt. I broke my shoulder and didn't know how serious it was until later on and had to have surgery. I stayed in the Army. The medical treatment that I got was tremendous, but I spent some time in a military hospital down in El Paso, Texas, William Beaumont General. Excuse me. I was on the floor with a lot of amputee patients coming back from Vietnam. So I listened to their stories, I talked with them, I held their hands, I went to the PX for them because obviously they couldn't get up and go do what they wanted to do. And it left a lasting impression on me that, you know, war's not what you see on the movies, it's for real. And it's kind of something I kind of expressed to my children as they went into the service later on. I received the Good Conduct Medal, I received the Overseas Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal, that was for being in Korea, and I also received a Meritorious Medal. Oh, I was happy to serve. I thought it was part of something everybody should do. I still feel that everybody should serve their country or give a couple years into some kind of a Peace Corps, much like in the Kennedy era, you know, serve your country. I respect everybody that goes into the service. I respect those that don't go in the service, but people have to remember that people have to go out and protect the freedoms that we have. So enjoy the freedoms that you have and know where they come from.